Welcome, welcome, welcome to Calling Out with Susan Pinsky. I'm Susan Pinsky, Dr. Drew's wife. Everybody knows who that is, or the wife, not necessarily Susan. I am here today with, back today with Colby Rebel. She's my psychic medium du jour. She's an award-winning celebrity psychic medium, speaker, business coach, founder of the Colby Rebel Spirit Center, author of multiple best-selling books, Leap of Faith, Psychic Senses, and Coffee with Colby. She hosts the acclaimed Colby Rebel Show podcast and was awarded the Best Psychic of Los Angeles in 2022 and featured on several TV shows. You can follow her at Instagram/ColbyRebelMedium.com and schedule a psychic reading if you really want one, because she's very impressive. And I want to say hi, Colby, welcome.
Oops, back on here. We're
muted.
Calling out.
Oh, there you go. Okay, good. Hi. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Little spirit getting in the way of our electronics. Yes. Thanks for tapping in through Zoom today. I know that you're in another city and we miss you in studio, but we're very appreciative for you to come in today because we have a great guest. Okay. And is there anything that I should say about, where to find you or what you're doing? Because I write really quickly before we get started.
Oh, they can always just go to my website, colbyrebel.com, or the social media handles, Colby Rebel Medium. So easy to find.
Right. Definitely check her out. If you are new to this process, if you want to learn how to be a medium, she teaches mediumship classes. She's a spiritual guide and educator as well. So anyways, I just want to tell you, Colby, we have a great guest, somebody that you would love to meet in person, I know. I'm not going to say much about her to start because I know that we don't like you to research the guest or try to figure out like who they are or whatever. You basically have the ability to just tap into whatever's going on with them through the spirit. And she's very nervous, but anyways, I'm going to tell you her name. She's Amanda McCants, and I will give her bio when you're done. Welcome, Amanda.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much. First, I'm honored to be here. Second, I would say I'm more excited than nervous.
Okay, good.
Like, this is so my cup of tea.
Okay, good.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
She's into it. And she told me a couple stories on the side, but I'm not going to tell you yet.
We can't say anything.
Yeah.
So, but I just want to say hi. You're so beautiful. And that color pink looks gorgeous on you.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. So nice to meet you. And looking forward to kind of having a
just
chat.
Let you get started, and I'll butt out and not talk over you. You can just sort of, tap into Amanda the way you do and see if, where it goes, Colby just takes it away and does what she does. So I'm going to let you guys.
Yeah, let's just play with it and see. Sound good, Amanda?
It sounds so good.
Okay, good. So just, a couple of things as I tune in. I am going to work with the spirit side first to see who's there and who wants to say hello. And then we'll kind of go into your life, things going on. We'll just play with a little bit of it all today since you're in studio, and we'll have a little bit of fun with it. Sound good to you?
It sounds great. I do have to say, it's going to feel a little narcissistic just like answering questions about myself, and not asking anything about you. When
That's
you tell
okay.
me about my life, I can't.
I want you to enjoy the experience. Allow yourself to receive.
Okay. It's like a facial or like a massage, right?
That's it. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
So one of the things I feel is a woman on the other side for you. And this woman on the other side really gives me the sense of mother or grandmother for you. Like I feel a very tight knit, close connection to her. Also a lady, what a witty, funny lady. Like she also had an amazing sense of humor. You understand that?
Yeah.
And I also get the sense from her very, I I don't know if perky is the right word, but she makes me kind of want to jump around a little. So either she had a lot of energy or is a little bit of a go-getter herself. I really get the impression from her. There's just this lot of love of life that she had. Really just kind of always a cheerleader for you. I think by your side, supporting you, encouraging you to kind of go for those big goals that you were always talking about, even as a young girl. Do you understand that?
Yeah, that was probably my grandma. She said I was a fucking brainchild. Yeah.
I really
she had a lot of confidence in me.
Yeah, I really feel with her. I just get the sense with her though, is I feel like she was very resourceful. So I feel like it's a lady that may not have had a ton of means herself, but yet she knew how to put things together. She knew how to make the most of everything around her. So I feel like no matter what it is that she's doing, she's going to make it like tenfold bigger and better than what she started out with. Do you understand that around her?
Yeah, she would like custom make her fireplaces. It was like crazy.
But I also think too, it's interesting. I feel like she was really into decorating as well. So I don't know if that's kind of, you understand that?
Yes. She custom made a room for me, but I couldn't sleep in it because the sheets were like too nice. She was like, no, you have to sleep on the pull-out.
Yeah, I feel like she was always into design and things like that, and always kind of, really loved that whole magazine look about things. Throughout her whole place, though, right? Mm-hmm. Even her
absolutely.
attire, I think things around her feel very kind of stylish and neat. Like, I just feel like she had a sense of putting things together herself, her hair, that sort of thing, And she does not feel shy to me. Like, I'm not really feeling like she's shy or timid. I feel like she is pretty confident. I think she's just a lady who loved to talk to people and loved to help people. And I feel like certainly was such a big supporter of you. And she's still a big supporter of you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, that's spot on.
Now, I'm kind of curious. Do you understand a male on the other side for you, Amanda? But a male that makes me feel like maybe not quite as old when they pass. There's a little bit more of a youthful feeling to him. Would you be able to connect to that? Either a friend or a cousin? Like there's just someone where I feel like he's not quite as old when he passes.
Yes.
Okay. And I feel like with him, and you do have some memories with him or about him. Would that be correct?
Yes.
Okay. Because I get the sense with him is he comes in with full of charm. Like I feel like he comes in with full of charm and a sweetness. Like there's just this kind of sweetness to him. And I also feel like a playfulness. So either always wanting to play or playful side to him. So would you understand that with him?
Yes. If it's the person I'm thinking of, 100%.
I also feel like his passing to me feels more sudden. Like I feel like this is a more sudden passing.
Yeah.
So do you know that? Okay. And also a feeling like you may have been in a group with him or a class with him or something along these lines too. So does that resonate? Is there a class or a group, or maybe it's just a group of friends that we were all together? There's something
it was like,
with
it was a strange family dynamic. It was my dad's first daughter's half brother.
Got it. Okay.
It was like a group.
Yes. Got it. Okay. Yeah. Because I get with him, I just feel like with him, when I ask kind of like why he comes through, what is it? And I just feel like he just wants to come through because I think in the living, sometimes he could possibly be a little isolating or a little bit of a loner at times, I feel like in the living. And so I feel like now he wants the opportunity to be a part of things. Like, oh, wait a second. I do want to be a part. I do want to be here. I do want to show up.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
That's
so I feel
cute.
like he does want to be around and just to kind of say hello and say hello to the family as well.
Oh my God. That's so sweet. Wow. You guys, I'm a Pisces moon. I can't handle this. It's so nice.
Here, look in this camera and cry. That's
Okay.
that's your
I don't
crying
want to look at the camera and cry.
There it is.
Oh my God, wait, I just got a lash lift. I can't. You guys, I cannot cry. I cannot. Okay. Lexapro, work your magic.
That's a good angle. I like that. The lighting's better. So
Is there anyone else that you're
so
wanting to connect to that I just didn't bring through yet that you're like, oh, I was really hoping this person would
I
come
have
through?
a dog, a past dog, and then I have a grandpa.
Oh, wow. Let's see. I love that you put the dog before the grandpa. I'm sure he appreciates that.
I love that. I love my grandpa. I just want to say, like, I have nothing against my grandpa. I love him. Okay.
that's funny. That's funny.
Let's talk about the dog, though, just because I feel like the dog to me, it's kind of, I almost got the word accessory. Like the dog was such a part of your life. It really, like, he makes me feel like he was just always there, always with you, that sort of thing. You know, I just feel like I'm just curious, is it a boy dog? Is that right? Or just
It's
a
a boy
strong
dog,
female?
yeah.
Okay. Because I'm feeling male. And I get the sense with him where he really gives me the sense of being very kind of assertive. Like he's a very assertive dog. Like I don't really get
Yes.
the sense that, you know, he is tranquil. Like I really feel like he's active and
Not
really
at all.
into your conversations and really into like needing attention, needing walks, needing to kind of be a part of everything. You know what? He was a big eavesdropper, just so you know. Like I feel like if you were on the phone, he was sitting there eavesdropping on the conversations, just constantly by you,
Love
that
that.
sort of thing. And I also get the sense too where it's interesting because I feel him to be very affectionate and very close to you. And it is weird because I almost feel like on your lap, but he doesn't, I think he's bigger than a lap dog. Does that make sense? Like he's not feeling itty bitty to me. He just feels bigger, but yet he would always be on you or around you.
Yeah, he definitely had like a bigger energy. He thought he was large. He was not. But he didn't love to be on like laps. But I always said he was like a soul dog. And he had to wear
Yeah.
a diaper and his teeth were eroding. And everyone was like, what is this?
I have one kind of like
yeah,
that
and I was
too.
like, no, that is my soul dog.
But I feel like for him, I just get the sense where, I don't know, I just feel like he was always there for you. Like he just gives me the sense of being there with you. It's a knowingness of like he knew what you were thinking. He could understand what you were trying to share with him. Like I feel like there was a really strong bond of communication, you know? And I
How
feel
old
like
was he?
Was he 15?
Yeah, they're
Oh.
so smart when they get old.
So smart.
The older they get, the smarter they get.
Yeah.
But he just gives
I
me
had
the
one of
feeling
those.
of being at peace. So just know, like, I do know that he's at
Oh,
peace.
good.
And there's a sense of him.
He was like, we bought him in like Tijuana. He had like worms on and off. And so I'm glad to hear him he had peace. I really am.
yeah, no, he really gives me a sense of being at peace and just a kind of vitality for life. Like, I feel like, you know, I know you mentioned, you know, his fur feels a little strangly, his teeth, but he just feels happy to me. You know what I mean? Like, he feels good.
Tijuana dogs are the best. I had a friend named Joe, and he's come through on the show before. And we used to go to Tijuana when I was young all the time. My parents went down there, and he would go and he goes, "Those dogs know what's going on. They're up to something. Just look at them. They're all up to something." So Tijuana dogs, they're the best,
Yeah,
right?
they are. They are.
Well, let me go into your life a little bit. Let's talk about some things kind of coming up or things going on for you. Okay.
Okay.
I do feel like one of the biggest things is that I feel like you can honestly be a little bit of a people pleaser. I just want to say. And so I feel like with being a people pleaser, I just feel like sometimes that is interfering. I'm just going to say it interferes a little bit with your progress of what you're doing and where you're going. So I feel like, you know, just making sure you're holding boundaries in your life as to, when someone's trying to negotiate a contract, when they're trying to get you to do something that your heart's not in it. Like, I feel like to really kind of go, I really want to help you, but I kind of have to own this idea. I really want to hold strong on this concept that I have, because I feel like that's what's going to help drive you forward a lot more. And in that progress, I keep seeing a much more, it's interesting, a much more kind of global stage with you. So I feel like you may be at one level now, but I feel like that stage is really going to be growing a lot more, and really kind of a global feeling with it. And it's also interesting too, because I feel like, what's interesting? I think you're going to end up co-producing a show. So I don't know if you've done that or you're talking about it, but I keep seeing you're co-producing a show. And so a lot of your input is in this, and it feels, I think it's for really one of the first times that you feel like very strong as a woman and strong as a producer, and kind of going, you know what, I got this. Like, I know this is going to work. And I keep feeling like to believe in that and to know that. Does that resonate so far?
100%. Yeah,
Good.
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Oh,
great.
that's a good sign.
Yeah. Oh, that's
and
good.
I keep feeling too.
I'm happy for you.
What's interesting is I keep feeling as well. I'm seeing that there's going to be a comedy show that I feel like is going to be you, or you're in this, but it feels to be more of a television show. So not necessarily like stand-up comedy, more of a television show that I feel like you're going to be a part of. So is that something you're currently doing or talking about?
Yeah, I would say my acting career has kind of started up again, because I left high school to act, and then I fell into the videos, did that, and now I'm going back into acting. So I would hope that is in my future. I would hope. Yeah,
it just feels that I see this show, but it's interesting too, because I feel like your natural sense. It's good that you ended up doing, the videos, because I feel like they kind of allowed you to explore, and I feel like they gave you an opportunity to like try new things. And at the end of it, it's like you became so comfortable, I think, with being you. Like, I feel like it's like, oh, this is who I am. And I feel like now taking that back into the acting arena is going to help you book much more consistently, because there's this like, maybe before that, it was like this idea of what you thought you needed to be in order to be successful. But now it's like, because there's just a confidence in it. I think just a knowingness of like, this is who I am. And I feel like bringing that into the acting is where I'm seeing a lot more opportunities step forward for you. But I feel like too, I do want to say, Amanda, like, and you're going to be fine with this, but I feel like you are, I really feel like you're going to be highly recognized in the acting world. It's going to be interesting. I really feel like you're going to be one of those people that really transitions. And, I feel like it's just something that becomes a big part of who you are in your life.
Oh, that makes me so happy. It's like my one love.
I am just kind of curious because I feel like there's a partner in your life, and I feel like this partner that I'm seeing is also going to help you produce or help you kind of get kind of opportunities or agreements or contracts, that sort of thing.
Partner in terms of creating?
I feel like
creating
I felt
shows,
that there was a romantic connection to this partner. So I feel like it was a romantic partner, but one that really was helping you kind of with some contracts or next ideas, kind of really helping you get out there.
Interesting. I don't have a romantic partner right now that does that.
Okay. So do we not have a romantic partner, or just not a romantic partner that does that?
Well, I've just been hanging out with someone for 6 weeks. It's very new.
Got it. Well, let me kind of give you an idea of who I'm feeling around you, and then we'll see if it ends up connecting to this person. And
okay. Oh my God. If he like stumbles on this is going to be so insane. He's going to be like, this girl is fucking nuts. Oh my God. Okay. I forgot it's live. Oh my God. Like, I just can't shut up. Okay. You go ahead and talk, Colby.
No, we want you to talk. We want to see
So
sweat.
I feel like this guy, I feel like the guy I see you with is, he's going to have a lot of ideas. Like, I think he's very, very creative and has a lot of ideas.
Say a lot of money. And I was like, oh, how cool.
No,
okay,
he has a lot
cool
of ideas. Yeah. He has a lot of ideas, and I feel like the ideas are really centered and focused around supporting you and really helping you. He also feels like he can speak really well. So I think he's very charming, has a great way to speak. I will tell you too, I will just say he can be a little argumentative. I think he just likes to be right. So I feel like when there comes to topics that it could be with anybody. I think he just likes to kind of know what he's talking about. And it's not in an arrogant way. It's actually just in a confident way. I just feel like he carries himself with confidence. And I just see him really just being relaxed around you. Like, I feel like his confidence being with you is very supportive to you. Like, he doesn't feel like he wavers being in your company at all. Like, it definitely feels like for him, he already feels very successful in what it is he does. Like, I feel like he's already established. He's already successful. There's not a lot of struggle, I feel like, on his part to kind of get to that next level. He really feels like he has it kind of worked out and mapped out. And I also see some real estate.
So you do see me like I do find love.
Yeah, I absolutely feel like you.
No, that's
I feel like you.
Real question.
Yeah, I feel like you have love and you get married. And what's also interesting is
Here,
I
see how
absolutely
this looks on there on your hand. She was trying my ring on
Thank
earlier.
you. That means a lot. Okay, good. Wait, sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
No, that's okay.
Thank you.
I just feel like you
love
do
your
have
nails.
love, and I feel like it does feel very connected. And I also, what's interesting too is I really feel like you are going to have a child as well within your marriage.
Okay, so Colby's really good at giving contraceptive advice if it's too
Okay.
soon. So you have to make sure that it's not too soon.
Yeah, no, I'm like
But
on
you
birth
will,
control.
You will have a
Okay.
child. Yeah. So.
Okay. Do you know when you see me having children? Because I do need to accomplish a lot, but I want to be a mother.
I kind of, it's really interesting. I feel like this may end up, I honestly feel I wouldn't be surprised in 2 years if we're kind of going, okay, we are pregnant and we're ready.
Okay, that's so weird you said that. I woke up the other day and I was like, all right, I'm done dating F-boys. Like, I would like to get married and have a baby soon. And I could see it in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
So that's interesting you said that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you met this
Yeah.
guy and then you thought that, or you thought that before you met this guy?
Okay, I have to be very careful how I answer stuff. Like, I'm literally dead ass. Like, you could be watching this right now. No, everyone. Okay, no, stop it. Like, I'm so cool. And I didn't think that when I met him. I thought it before.
Okay. It was before.
Okay. Okay, great. Does it, I have a little question. Does it say when I like meet this person, is he in my life? Like, oh, okay. It's hard. Is he in my life? Do I meet him in the future, Colby?
Do me a favor for the person that is 6 weeks in. Just say what that person does for a living. I won't make you say their name. Just what do they do for a living?
Colby. Can I text it to you?
Allude to it, what it is. Don't.
Can I text it?
Yeah. Text it to me and I'll text it.
Wait, my phone is away because I'm a good guest. let me type it on your phone.
Okay.
Can I type it on your phone?
Let me get Colby on here. Yes, good idea. Okay. You can text it to her. Her phone's away.
I'm looking. I'm waiting.
Oh, she's waiting. Okay.
She's not going to say it out loud, right?
No. He's not a public figure because I don't date public
that's
figures
exactly-
anymore.
yeah,
Nothing
this is
against you,
great
Dr.
because-
Drew. Nothing
Yeah,
against
so this
public
is
figures.
really,
I just
uh,
don't date them.
We just
But
texted
this
it
is
to you.
really interesting. Yeah, I see it. This is really interesting because this is literally what I was seeing. So this is really good. I
God.
mean, I feel like this person, there's a ton of it's interesting just because I feel like there's a ton of potential with this person. But I really feel like they are going to they're going to have a lot of money, but just again, I want you to remember the ideas. It's really that they want to help you create and in big ways, not playing small. And there may have been a way, again, I think there was one point when you were kind of like, oh, this is good enough. And I feel like this person is going to be like, no, let's go, let's do this. And so it's like, it's a little like, oh my goodness. But he loves to have fun. I think he really loves to have fun. I really feel like he loves to be on the forefront of things. Like I really feel like, it's next thing, next thing. His brain is constantly like next thing, next thing. But again, I feel like he really likes you. I think he's really enjoying his time with you. And I feel like he is actually vocalizing that. And I also want to say, I do feel like he is trying to play it cooler than he feels on the inside. So I do want to say that too.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay.
Mhm.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
Rumble rants. Amanda, ready, set, go. Let go. I don't know what that.
Ready, set, let go. Well, I'm
Let's go.
type A. So- okay.
He goes,
Wow. Cool.
No, he said, let's go. And if he doesn't build a new house for you, dump him. You know what?
I like that.
If Colby gives you 2 thumbs up, that's a good sign because she'll tell you.
I know.
If
Oh my
it's
God,
not a
Colby,
good
you
one.
would have hated the last guy.
Yeah,
oh,
we all
thank
have that
God
rock
this
star
wasn't 2 months
phase,
ago.
don't we, Colby?
Yeah.
So she calls out
we
the
like
bad
this
ones.
guy. Yeah.
Okay,
This
okay.
guy is
Yeah.
pretty good though. Mm-hmm.
Do you see me moving outside of LA?
I feel like you are going to be in 2 places. So I feel like you are going to need to be in LA, but I feel like there's a second place. Oddly, I think there's a third place. So I feel like you're bouncing between 2, and then there's a third place that is more of our R&R time or our social time.
Does that mean I have 3 houses?
I feel like with this, I feel like this person might
She wants
have
3 houses, one at the beach, one at the mountains, and one in
seriously.
LA or wherever, New York,
Okay.
wherever it is that she's working.
Okay, girl. All right.
Yeah,
I
see,
love that.
The
Well,
next
I
segment,
felt
you're
like
going
a
to
lot
meet Drew
of-
with her, and you'll understand more about what's going
Well,
on.
there's a more, I feel like there's a New York and LA, back and forth, New York and LA a lot. And then there's the third place that makes me
that's
feel like
interesting.
that's more of our kind of like, oh, this is where we're going to go for privacy. This is where we're going to go to regroup.
Is New York for work for a certain show?
New York
You see
does feel
that?
like
I
it's
should say,
for
do you
work.
see
Yeah, I
that?
feel like you're going back and forth for work. Yes.
Interesting.
That's
Yeah.
cool. You
Yeah.
can get
Very
an
interesting.
apartment in my building.
Neighbors. Okay.
Colby, I'll come visit.
Yay.
She'll be like, this is not the right apartment. We have to move you. The spirits are telling me it's
bigger,
not. It's not good.
bigger. No.
Okay, so before we take a break, is there anything else you want to ask before we?
Okay, I've asked about children. I've asked about the guy I've been seeing for 6 weeks. I've asked about my career. Is
One
there
thing real quick-
anything? Go ahead.
Well, one thing I want to say is I want to give you some props with this, just because I feel like this particular person, you're going a little slower, and I feel like that's really good. I feel like for you, that's like, I think maybe you've had a habit of just jumping in, and then it's like, ugh, what did I do? So I
Yes.
feel like this person, you're measuring them up. Like I can feel that you're measuring them up. Like, is this, you're really looking to say, all right, are they checking the boxes as to who's going to be a good life partner for me? And I feel like they are checking those boxes. I love his temperament. I mean, he's got a really good temperament. He's not afraid to go for things, but I think he's just going to have a lot of patience with you and a lot of strength for you, which I feel like is going to be really good.
I love that. I love a man with strength. I really do.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice when you get through that rock star phase and then you find somebody who's nice and boring and good. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I have one of those too.
Nice and boring and good. Is there anything, do you see anything, do you see anything missing from my life or anything I could add in terms of passions or hobbies that could either inspire me more or something I'll get into later in life? And because I've recently found, because in my life I haven't been able to because I've been so busy, trying to build my career, but now I have a little bit more time. Like I realized I like tennis and like helping with dogs and everything. So do you see anything else in my life that could be of interest or balance me a little bit more?
I feel like the most thing that I see is as you become established with your career and feeling really, really strong in it, I actually see that you take on more of a charity endeavor where I feel like you participate more in charity or giving back. And that I find that you actually really love it and you enjoy it. And I feel like that's something that's going to bring you a lot of joy and a lot of balance.
God, I'm going to be a charity woman, baby.
Oh yeah, you can be
that
like me.
means I have some to give away.
We're gonna take take a break, and we're gonna come back with Dr. Drew. He's gonna fill us in on his psychic interpretation of what's going on here.
Oh my God.
We'll be back right after the break.
Thank you, Colby.
Yes.
Joint and muscle pains are exhausting and frustrating, but I've got a over-the-counter medication I want to introduce you to that provides great relief using the power of, check it out, chili peppers. Capsidin is made with a proprietary formula that contains no non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agents, no opioids, no anesthetic or steroid, nothing, no chance for addiction, no side effects. No chance it's going to interact with other medication you might be taking. Capsidin contains capsaicin, which is the substance in chili peppers that burns your tongue. That gives you that burny feeling. And of course, I've recommended capsaicin creams to patients over the years, but other capsaicin creams burn your skin. That's what makes capsidin so unique. In clinical trials, capsidin has actually been demonstrated not to burn.
I've been using Capsidin to relieve my pain in my hands and my wrist from carpal tunnel syndrome and arthritis. The results have been amazing. I use it every day during my show, and I highly recommend it.
Get the pain relief you need from various sources, even backache, sprains, bruises even. Order now at capsidin.com/Drew to get a 15% discount plus free shipping. That is CAPSADYN, capsidin.com/DREW. Many of us have not gotten over COVID. I'm not talking about the virus itself, but the response. We were flabbergasted by what the government could do to us. There is no telling what they might pull next time, and it's looking more like there will be a next time. So we all have to be what I call rationally ready. That's where the wellness company comes in. TWC is about access to physicians via telehealth, access to potentially life-saving medication. Years ago, having access to medication and telehealth might have seemed crazy, but now it seems crazy not to. Now, with claims that gain-of-function research have been done on the bird flu, I urge everyone to take control of their healthcare with the help of the wellness company. Go to drdrew.com/TWC for 10% off all their products, including the 4 medical kits, each of which has a different purpose. And we've added Tamiflu to one of them in case the bird flu does become a problem for humans. Be rationally ready. drdrew.com/TWC for 10% off.
Okay, we're back. I'm going to do a quick shout out to my Paleo Valley family. Drew and I do everything we can to stay fit and healthy, and that includes eating right, which matters as much as the proper supplementation. We love Paleo Valley's grass-fed and finished bone beef broth in chocolate, vanilla, and plain, and the meat sticks in beef, chicken, venison, and pork. Here they are. We keep them nearby just in case. They're high in protein, low in calories. The bone broth is made from bones, not hides, and it's rich in collagen, a protein present in connective and muscle. What is that? Connective and muscle tissue. Get yours today at drdrew.com/Paleo Valley for 15% off your first order. Make sure you don't run out. Subscribe, save 20%. That's drdrew.com/Paleo Valley. The bone broth is delicious. They come in vanilla and chocolate. I have it every day in my coffee when I need a little pick-me-up, when I have to work out or whatever. And these stay in the car because I always forget to eat, and then I have to go to an In-N-Out burger or something, and this is so much more healthy. So, so I'm back, and I just want to mention to everybody that Amanda's Gen Z comedian, content creator, and actress, and has become widely recognized for her ability to capture the hottest subjects through her engaging characters. She has amassed over 2 million followers on social media and has worked with high-profile brand partnerships. She is, you can find her on Instagram at Amanda McCants, MCCANTS, and on her TikTok and YouTube, Amanda McCants, called Just Be Hot. So that's who she is, everybody, if you didn't know. But she's obviously got a lot of positive energy around her, and Colby called her out, and we're good. So welcome, Dr. Drew.
Welcome.
Pleasure to be here. And did you not just get 10 beats for your next skit?
Yeah.
During the Paleo Valley ad.
Nope.
So
I liked it.
I will see it. I will see it. The algorithm will provide it to me, Susan. So I will see Amanda's version of Susan Pinsky doing a meat stick ad.
I thought it was perfect. I love a meat stick.
Well, you'll be leaving with them. Trust me.
Dr. Drew's meat stick. I beg your pardon.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I misspoke.
Yeah, you'll be leaving with them. Trust me, and the bone broth and everything. Else.
You guys,
You're
I drink bone
enthusiasts.
broth every single morning.
are
Oh, you're going to take
enthusiasts. You're
some
gonna
with
like
you
this.
today. We have extra. So,
So the fact that Amanda's here is my fault.
yeah, Drew is
Yes.
my booker for this show.
Not just Booker. I somehow we saw you with Josh Flagg, who's a friend of ours, and I was like, oh, you should get her for your thing, and I think she DM'd you through my
Yeah.
Yes.
Instagram or something. And she spoke the truth. She said, I'm a big fan, and I'm always showing her your videos.
Yes.
But she didn't really put your material is. I'll talk about it in a second. But she put her finger on it yesterday when she went. Drew really likes this content provider. She makes fun of me. And I thought, oh yeah, I thought that she was making fun of your friends, but in fact she makes fun of you. So are you okay with all this?
Yeah, I'm fine. I couldn't figure it out.
You will show up on a
Well, I was a
video
little
soon.
jealous at first. Like, I was like, who is this woman? Like, and I looked at her, she's hot. She's smoking
Who's this
hot,
bitch?
right? I'm
Thank
like,
you.
Who is this bitch?
Yeah.
right? Like, wow, why does he like her so much? And I just was analyzing every single one of your skits and looking at your hair and your eyes. And then you did the Newport woman thing. And then it was like,
That is such a
cut-
chick
she
thing
has
to
the
say
same-
and do.
Susan, let me make you feel better.
she
okay?
looks
Yeah.
like me a little bit.
Yes, she
is
does.
that what
Hair?
he's attracted
Half
to?
of the hair is fake.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, good. Okay, so we're
Me
the
too.
same
Oh, no,
once
wait a
again.
minute.
Yeah, yeah,
Once again,
yeah.
the nose,
Yeah.
fake.
No, nose is real.
See, you have that on me.
Okay, but
So
I want you to
Susan,
feel good about that.
Yeah, the teeth are
is-
fake, though. You still
that
have
is
your own
all-
teeth.
Yeah.
Right.
The-
Okay, good.
The appealing package is not. I wouldn't be showing you and sort of enthusiastic about just an appealing package. The content is brilliant. I'm sorry,
No, I
it's just
know,
so
but
brilliant.
that's
and,
really-
and I
It
don't know
took me
how.
a while,
hang
though.
on,
It
and I
took
don't
me a
know
while.
how you do it as a 20-something. That's the part
Right.
that's even more astonishing to me because you nail 40-year-old peers of ours,
Yes.
frankly.
Or me when I was 40.
Oh, and the first one I saw was Westlake Village, which for those of you from around the country, it's a part in the end of the valley.
Yeah, yeah.
But
She's
it
a
has
valley girl.
but it has a unique culture.
Wait, is it more park
Um,
in the valley?
No, it's
Okay.
outside a little.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then Newport was, and you were so specific. I thought, oh, other women must send you material or something. Is that what happens?
Yeah, so my first mom was Calabasas' mom.
I saw that
and
too. Yeah.
my friend's mom lived in Calabasas, and I just like saw the Louis Vuitton bag she was carrying and the organic tampons, and I was like, this is good. Like, I have to do this. So I did a skit on that. I think my second one was I went to the East Coast and I did Long Island Mom, and then it just started.
How long ago was that?
2.5 years ago.
Okay, so you've been doing it a minute now.
Yeah. And now that I keep doing them, if I post like, hey, I'm doing a Newport Mom, people will give me pointers and housewives will come into my DMs.
No, there'll be like specific, like I was at Marché Moderne and
Right.
the coastal.
You got to do Pasadena, Mom.
I do have to do Pasadena,
it's a
Mom.
very unique
I
like that.
really have to do
It's a
that.
specific
and people will
thing.
give us like houses. They're like, hey, I'm a real estate agent. This house is up for sale for $30 million. You can use it to film one day.
Oh, wow,
So
that's
it's
nice.
been, and my
Genius.
sister films all my videos. So it's just her, me, and an iPhone.
And
wow.
Does she show up in
We
some
should
of these?
probably let
Some of them I forced her
like
to, but
Colby
she's
come
not
in-
happy.
Colby
about
should
that.
come in on the conversation. I feel like she's
Okay, sorry, Colby.
Hi, Colby. I'm so sorry.
I
We're
was
bonding.
fangirling out. And we also, during the break, said, I've never heard you give such a positive, reading with so much stuff coming.
Well, I thought Susan seemed to have catfished Amanda pretending to be you, huh?
I did.
What is this now? How
I
does this
did.
work?
I catfished her. Yeah, but I
What?
did say this
I
is
said
Mrs. Pinsky.
Susan catfished Amanda pretending to be Dr. Drew.
I did
Oh.
see Dr. Drew in my DMs and I was like, what's going on? And then the message said, hello, this is Susan, his wife. And then I was like, there we go.
Yeah, I'm able to access Drew's Instagram because we do a lot of our business there and stuff. And I do have a question about that too, because you're an Instagram
But
genius.
by the way, if you ever get a hi, how you doing? Just saying hi.
Make
was
sure
Susan.
I said it's his wife, and then I gave you mine. I said First Lady of Love is mine, so
Yes.
you guys knew. I cross-referenced it. It
She
wasn't
did.
just.
No, she checked all the boxes.
I did. I tried. I mean, how else do you get in touch with somebody these days? It just seems like
I
a
was
way.
so excited. I was like, and she responded. Oh my God.
I know. She responded to you. I said, "Here's the email." And
Oh, my goodness.
He was very excited. He's such a fanboy. It's so
But I
cute.
did figure you're an actress. I figured that was really what's in this. And then if you add comedy and comedic acting and acting, the specificity of acting and comedy, you got to be, and then interesting choices, right? That's the whole deal.
Are you having a Bert Kreischer moment? Like, what the hell?
Well, so I sort of.
Drew's like a psychic manager. He's
I mean, Bert Kreischer was on my radio program years ago, and he came in and he was the Travel Channel guy at that point. I don't know if you know, that's
Great.
where he
I didn't know
started.
that.
Yeah, he got his Travel Channel because Playboy magazine or something called him the biggest party in the country. He was the biggest college boy partier, and he came in and he told the machine story on the air, and he'd never told it before.
on Loveline,
And he never knew that where he took over a train in Russia. Yeah,
right? Which
And,
became a movie, by the way.
and I was like, dude,
friend
that.
was in
he goes, "This is going to be your movie."
Well, I said, not only that, I said, you're coming back tomorrow and you're going to tell the story again. And at that point, because he was recreating it for the first time, took him about half hour, 40 minutes to tell the story. And I made him come back, tell it again. I said, that's your
That
movie.
was the best
That's it."
radio Drew ever had.
And so I'm not sure what you're getting
just
at here. So
He's like, "Come back and say it again tomorrow."
but it
This is also at 10 o'clock at night. Like the show is 10 to midnight. So it,
in those days. Yeah.
or even might have been later.
No, it was 10 to
early?
midnight.
Okay.
And he called me as soon as he got the movie deal for the machine too. To say he remembered that.
They're
moment.
still
So-
friends, so
Yeah,
that's cool.
So sorry, Colby. Sorry.
No, but I mean, when he calls out we both have a good eye for talent. Like I knew Jim Carrey was going to make it. And
Oh my God!
But-
Colby, listen to this. We were watching In Living Color. We like regular watchers, and one day she goes, "That white guy's gonna be a huge star." I go, "That goofy white guy does the fireman thing? What are you talking about?" She goes, "No, I'm just telling you, huge star." I go, "Well, in what? How would that work even? What would that look like?" She goes, "I don't know.
that?
She's gonna be a huge star."
bigger than life.
Fast forward.
I don't
We
know.
know she's
I'm
psychic.
A little bit, yeah. I am. When I'm not drinking,
I know that really does push it down. I could say I'm intuitive too, and I am about to be like, oh, I'm thinking of someone, they text whatever. But if I've had a glass of wine before, I'm not thinking anything. Nothing happens.
I had a dream the other night that I was trying to vote, and I was at the voting booth, and there was this big book, and the page was torn out where RFK Jr. was, and they were offering me Prada bags if I didn't vote for him. There were 2 Prada bags sitting there if I did, and I was like, but I'm just going to have to write him in. I'm just going to write him in. And then the next day we went and saw Nicole Shanahan, and they're kind of announcing that he's pulling out. So kind of weird, right? I didn't know. And you even told me that the morning of, you called me and you said, I really think, I don't want to be political. They always start with that because they don't like being political. But she goes, I think that, he's not. And I was like, oh, interesting.
Well-
that was before I knew anything.
if you guys remember, I said
Can I see something?
a few weeks ago, I saw Trump winning. I felt something was going to happen with Biden. And then I said that this candidate I thought was going to bail out. So, yeah, my prediction is that Trump will win. That's my
was random.
prediction.
She just said it. Like, we texted in the morning about something. She goes, you know what? I have this feeling. I was like, I had a dream about that last night. That's kind of strange. So maybe I stopped drinking. So
Good for you.
yeah. So I'm like, I'm getting
Opening
these
up
weird
more.
dreams that I'm, yeah, I think so. But
Man, did you have anybody
Nothing
following
scary
out
or
there? We should be
anything,
looking
just,
for their
you know.
comments.
weird dreams.
We have this sort of chat going that gets everything.
I'm not sure. Maybe my mom is on there. If you see a Kimberly McCants, that's my beautiful mother.
Hi, Mom.
She loves to support
Where'd
Kimberly.
you grow up?
in Moore Park.
Moore Park,
Yeah,
yeah.
right by Westlake.
Okay. And is that where she is from? Or nobody's
yeah.
from there, are they? I mean, because, that
She's from Simi Valley,
There you
but
go.
my family is like 4 generations LA.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's why
goodness.
I like,
So unusual.
yeah, this accent. It's very LA. It's like crippling.
Okay. Colby, I'm going to hand off to you to talk to Amanda. I'm just looking
So
at the
yeah,
chats.
but one more thing we have is we have another person calling in on Zoom. Would you mind sitting and listening to Colby Reader and see if there's anything
Me?
you can interject? Yeah.
Okay.
Or do you have
Guys,
to
it's
go?
a party.
Yeah.
Making Amanda sit here too.
Let's bring another
I'm looking for
some
Amanda's
different
mom.
energy in.
Oh, I like that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Looking for Mom.
Mhm.
Hi there. Hi. It's Sophia. Is that it?
Oh, no
I
sound here.
can hear
Okay.
you. Yes, you sound great. How
Unmute
are
your-
you?
Yeah,
We-
wait.
we don't hear her,
can't.
Colby,
So
in here. It's
unmute
not-
your mic.
Jay.
I got it. I fixed it.
Jay.
She's good.
We
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Can we all
It's
hear
a,
her?
Good.
it's a Caleb.
We got it.
Good.
All right.
Ta-da.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Nice to
Hi
meet
there.
you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Are you excited for a little reading today?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely excited for a little reading.
Great. Okay. Well, that's interesting. There's a couple. I am going to start here because, and if this doesn't connect to you and it connects to Amanda, I want Amanda to chime back in, okay? Because I was feeling a male step in and I was feeling like a father or grandfather feel around this male. And I feel like a strong sense of tradition or pride with this male. Also, like very well dressed. I feel like he would dress well. Maybe even a businessman, because he gives me kind of sharp and he smells really good. Like he gives me a sense of always having a nice cologne on. So can that connect to you, Sophia?
Yeah, Colby. Both of my grandparents who've transitioned were traditional, cultured
Got it.
men.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And I also feel like one of them, let me just try to separate them because, and I guess they're both dressed well and they both tended to smell really yummy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Men who
Okay.
smell well? Like, wait, how does that work?
And I feel like one of them maybe would have given you little coins, like pocket coins when you were younger, giving you like some sort of token or trinket every time you were visiting them. So does that separate the grandfathers?
Yeah.
Okay. And I also get the feeling with him, a real sense of charm with him, like a real sense of charm, not a massive big talker, but I feel like when he talked, there was a lot of feeling behind it and a lot of meaning behind it. Do you understand that?
Absolutely.
Okay. I feel like he's around you a lot because he gives me the sense of really supporting your career path because I feel like career is very, very important to you. And I feel like, he gives me the sense of supporting that career path and that maybe your career path isn't quite as historical as the rest of the family. Like maybe either you're breaking out or trying something different that maybe isn't necessarily the family tradition. Does that resonate? Okay. Okay, good.
Yep.
Good. I also, I am just curious. And again, this might be Amanda. I can't tell. I keep getting a D name, like a Dan or a David. Can we connect to that name at all for you, Sophia, just in the living or in spirit by chance?
That's so, that's really funny that you mentioned that. No one living or transitioned, but I did have two other psychic. Did I just get balloons?
I think so.
I had two other psychics in the last 6-7 years bring up David and Daniel energy.
Wow, that's really
Totally
interesting.
different psychics.
Wow. See, there's something to there because I feel like this is a man that then if you do not know him yet, you will be meeting him. And I do feel like he will be a pretty significant part of your life, a pretty significant part of your journey. Not necessarily your life partner, but maybe just even someone that you have a partnership with or a business with or helping you along your path.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to say that. Do you happen to, I'm just curious, do you happen to play music or play a piano or write music or something like that, Sophia?
I am a writer. I'm a script writer. I'm
Got
a
it.
film director, but I do work a lot with music in what I do creatively.
Okay, great. Good.
Mhm.
Because I kept seeing you in front of like, they were showing me a keyboard. So maybe trying to put things together or put the music together. So that's really, interesting.
That is
Yeah.
really interesting.
Yeah. So I feel like, maybe this is something to consider doing more. Like the more that you are involved with this creative endeavor of writing, script writing, but also maybe even coming up with, I think the creativity is what's going to really catapult you. So really kind of focusing on that creativity, really playing with it, allowing all that wittiness that you have to come out. Because to me, it's really fun that, it's interesting. There's a commonality a little bit with you and Amanda, which I feel like is very cool. A little bit of, being able to bring in different personas or different perspectives of people and bringing that into our work. Does that resonate? Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
I feel like there's a nice connection there. And what I am, it is interesting because you are going to have a little bit of, I don't know if battle's the right word, but let's just say family influence. We'll call it that. Of making sure you have some traditional marriage, kids, like there's a lot of that, but yet I feel like for you, there's not a big drive for you to necessarily do things the way they've already been done. Like, I feel like you just want to be happy. You want to be able to do you, but man, I just feel like mom's like, clock is ticking, honey. Clock is ticking.
Time to have a baby.
Yeah, where's
You see
your where? And so I feel like it's like, just let me do this.
Do you
Yeah.
see a
Does
baby,
that make sense?
Colby?
Mhm.
Are you seeing it? Are you in
I
the?
do feel, I
you
do
see
feel
her?
like she will. Yeah, I absolutely feel like she will. But I just feel like,
on her own time zone.
yeah, it's in her own time. Yeah, I feel like there's just certain things that I feel like, certain goals that I feel like Sophia really needs to feel good with before it's like, okay, let me move on to this.
You're
Does that make
spot
sense?
on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I
So,
I
Sophia,
feel like,
do you have any questions that you need to ask? Like,
Yeah, this specific project that I've been working on for a very long time, almost a decade.
Ooh.
Just really curious when you see that film being completed.
Let's see. It feels like it's interesting because that film just feels like it had a lot of hurdles with it, a lot of obstacles to kind of figure out and overcome. But it's also really interesting because through that experience, I feel like you were able to make some changes to it that really are going to help it become doable, marketable, sellable. So I feel like this is happening, but I would say the next year, it feels like maybe two, but it feels like it feels now there's a lot more momentum behind it, that maybe it had been a little stagnant, but now it's almost like there's a lot more clarity and a lot more incentive and a lot more drive to kind of get it done.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
And do you see me living in Los Angeles and or America?
Everybody else not. Everybody wants to leave California.
I don't blame them.
I feel like, I do see you here for a bit because I feel like it's going to be needed, but ultimately it feels like I keep feeling like you are going to move to another country, which is very interesting. So not even the United States. I feel like we're going to move to another
Wow.
country. And I feel like,
Cool.
I
Say that about
feel
me,
like
too.
it feels very peaceful. It feels very peaceful. It feels very grounding. And it feels like a lot of the work that you're going to be able to do is remote and then kind of fly in and kind of spend time and do what you need to do and fly out.
Love that.
You have any interest in going out of the country?
I also feel like your partner or your spouse is going to be, they may be originally from, another country. They may not be American, I think, when you're
Have I met
together.
him yet? Is he in the orbit? Is he close?
He's in the orbit. Have
Okay.
you met him? I don't feel like you've met him.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you're going to meet a foreigner and move to a foreign country because, I don't know, it's probably a better dating pool than LA, for sure, for sure.
Well,
Totally.
I do want to say, I feel like you may meet him here through work or through a project, but he is from somewhere. And I don't know if it's more, I'm almost between two places, which is very strange, either South America or like a Greece feeling, but I'm not feeling like he's
Girl,
French.
I'm going to Greece in a month. Okay. So, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I already
90 Day
did the South
Fiancé, here we
American
go.
That's right,
guy.
baby.
We're going to Greece. We're going to Greece.
There you go. Enjoy it. Have fun.
Everybody's smiling over here now. We get her a Greek man. That's what she needs.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
I see
so-
he has dark curly hair.
All right. Great.
Oh.
I welcome that. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome.
Oh. Well, thank you. We really appreciate you opening up your heart to this process. And I
Thank
hope
you,
you find the Greek. We want to know
Susan.
later. We'll have you back
Thank you,
after you're
Susan.
dating this Greek
Thank
guy.
you, Colby.
When you move to
You're
Greece,
welcome.
just you can thank us. Yeah.
I will.
Just work it out, girl. You can do it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, I love Greece. Oh my God. I was just looking at a picture of Drew in Greece recently. And
Wow.
yeah, we went on our
Romantic.
our anniversary, right? Or we just went after the pandemic. We went on a cruise.
We just went during the pandemic.
Yeah.
We were rebels.
He looks so good in that white shirt on the, with all the white
Damn,
behind
too
him.
bad I got older.
I know. No, you didn't. My God. We
That was a
tell
good
him he's
trip.
not old.
It was a good trip. We went, you're asking 20-year-olds.
You guys, I'm Gen Z.
Exactly. Give her
I'll
a
keep
break.
that forever. I'm technically a millennial.
So, yeah, something that.
Really? I thought it stopped at like 30 now.
No, I'm like millennial Gen Z, but it's not about me. It's how good you looked in the white
Thank
shirt.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
exactly.
I do.
Yes. It's not
Yeah.
about me, guys.
And
It's not
Drew's
about
a
me.
Virgo, by the way. You know about astrology,
Oh, yeah. I saw
right?
For you, very
I
regimented.
saw your Capricorn thing. And
Yes.
pretty much.
I'm a Capricorn.
And what.
Oh, what an interesting pair.
and-
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So we have a
Go-getters.
little, wait, let's show a little clip about what Virgos feel about themselves.
Oh, this is good. This is hers?
Is this me?
Beyonce is a Virgo. Can I get all my ladies in formation?
Oh my God, my Botox is so messed up here.
Like what do I do? It's so cringe. What do I do? I'm so awkward. No, sorry, don't mind me. I'm just excessively worrying. It's not that big of a deal. Everything's fine.
All right. Stop there, Susan.
Just worrying. Dream job? Organizing rich people's closets. God, I just got turned on thinking about that. As you can see, my closet starts with dark hues, goes to patterns, then to light hues. Everything has its place. Yeah, Virgos aren't really good at like thinking of their own positive traits.
tell you.
We hate ourselves. God, stop. Ow!
I have a break in between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. What do I do? Worry.
I'm bored. Give me a problem to solve. World hunger? I'll figure that one out. I will. I promise.
That's my husband.
Sound familiar?
Yes. That was so good.
And
Did you do that all on your own? Like you put that whole script together? She
That's
does
what
all the horoscopes. So go to, what is it? Amanda McCann and what's the name of the horoscope?
Just Amanda McCann's horoscope series. You could look it up on TikTok
so
or
funny.
YouTube or Instagram. I'm
Yeah.
starting them back up again.
so the only thing that there's two versions of Virgo.
Okay.
One is the one with the absolute orderliness. The other is orderliness in mess. So we'll have our desks all piled up.
Oh
with
yeah,
stuff.
that was at the beginning of that thing. Like it's yeah.
Mine. But we know
Well,
where
our house is
everything
kind of a
is.
mess, so
You might think it's a mess. It's the mess we need. It's the
I'll
more-
use that for the next one.
Mess, the
Yes.
mess I need. But the Capricorn telling you about things you already knew because they complain all the time about these things. So
Yeah.
that was that one hit home
But
pretty
look at
hard.
the pair it makes.
Now
Yeah,
we're not
exactly.
going to play the Capricorn, but it is you are spot on. It's
Okay,
very
good.
funny.
I'm glad. I'm
Very
glad.
funny, and I it's fun to see because I've known about astrology since I was 17, and I still don't know anything about astrology. So people who get it, I'm really impressed.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I didn't get it that much. I just Googled things and I was like, this is a good idea. And it seems like something that people can share.
Oh, it was so
and
cute.
it really ended up working. So
Do you come
I
from
learned about
improv?
it. I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, because your choices are so familiar to me. I've worked with Corolla for so many years.
Yeah.
He was an improv guy. And now, and stand up and improv and acting, they all kind of go together. But I feel like this is, I don't know how to say this, but because I don't know anything, what do I know? Dilettante. But the kind of the golden age of improv in the sense that those skills are being used all over the place, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Most of my sketches are improv. I don't really write any of them unless it's like I am in the south of France or I am in St. Bart's.
And what was the St. Bart's came to me today.
Yeah. I've never been there.
Do you get to, does somebody put you, I mean, as
No,
part
I
of
showed
your...
up Paradise Cove.
No, I'm saying, what I'm saying is, can you get that paid for by some of the
That one
resorts and
was
stuff?
paid for.
See?
That was a brand deal. Yeah.
Very smart.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you. Thank
She's
you.
a smart lady. Yeah. So
Well-
Colby, what horoscope are you? I forgot. You
I am technically an Aries, but I'm on a cusp.
Oh, what happens when you're on the cusp? You should do the whole series about the cusp.
I should. I got a lot to do.
I'm on the cusp, so right at the peak of it, Capricorn and Sag. So.
Oh, nice.
I always say I'm a deep thinking Aries.
Oh, that's good. That's kind of like sultry.
But again, I watch your eye movements. I think you know, Colby, and I can see it even at this distance. This right upper, and then the way your eyes are moving is not physiological. So I find that fascinating. I don't know what you're doing there, but it gives you the access somehow.
Yeah,
Talking to
Colby's
my
got
friends.
this gift. It's just- Yeah.
I don't know what that is,
Yeah.
but I watch it very carefully.
So I had a horrible loss this week. I had a friend of mine pass away from liver failure, potentially from Ozempic. 71 years old, full of life, strong, man. And it was a big shock to me. Like I was just like, oh my God, how could this happen? Like impossible. We tried to help, but it just went really fast. So in order to deal with my grieving, I went to a psychic medium who helped me a lot. Like I had, I wanted to connect again, and I was able to. He had a really strong spirit and came right through and gave me some really sage advice. And then I also went to a therapist too, because I was really, really having a rough week. But grief is a tough one. It's like, but I've been fortunate to have, psychics around me and stuff. And it's just such a great gift that you have to be able to help somebody get through the state of grieving or plan their future, or, it's helped us, over the years. We've always, it's sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Somebody tells you you're going to meet a guy in Greece and you're going to make a big effort, never know. So, but so I just wanted to put it out there, and I miss you, Craig. I'm sorry you had to go so soon, but maybe one day we'll talk again. And so anything else that you guys would like to touch on, or do you have anything, Colby?
No, I don't think so. Not unless there's any questions anybody wants to ask. I feel like
Everybody, I'll tell you what, everybody, including you, you got to go have the algorithm bring you Amanda McCants stuff, because you will not, you will thank me for it.
That
I
means a
promise
lot.
you. Although I hope women see it as comically as men do.
It's
Do
actually
they?
been received pretty
Yeah,
well.
okay, good.
I hope that Colby enjoys it. If it does get served to her, if I am that lucky that it shows up on Colby's page, talented
Yeah.
Colby's page,
Yeah.
I hope that you like it.
Yeah.
I really do.
oh, thank
will.
you. Thank
What's
you.
your favorite video? What's the favorite?
I would say Westlake probably, just because it's close to home.
And it was like one of your first ones, right?
No, it wasn't
No.
one of my first,
Okay.
but I just love it. I love
many-
a suburban girl.
How many have you done?
Oh, I don't know. You know, you just
Yeah.
got to keep pushing it out. I got
right.
rent to pay. We got to
No,
keep
it's a
going.
Hundreds, right?
lot.
Hundreds?
Probably.
Do
Yeah.
they pay you on Instagram when your numbers are really good? I mean, I don't know
No,
how
just
that
through
works.
brand deals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she worked with Alexander Wang. I'm wearing my Alexander Wang.
wow.
The girls are looking good
Everybody
today.
needs to see their,
Oh, that's interesting.
cute, huh? She said I looked hot. So
She did.
She looks hot.
She looks hot.
She is hot.
She is hot. She looks and is hot.
Yeah. So you have any questions
you.
about that particular target, particularly in this area? She'll give you some
Deal.
specifics.
No, I'm
Yeah.
hitting her up. I'm gonna DM Dr. Drew and go, "Hi, Susan."
she wants kids. I have triplets. She wants 3 houses. I have 3 houses. She wants, a nice husband that's good to her. She wants, what else did you want that I have?
Oh, I do have a question, Colby. I have one question. And
Yes.
I won't bug you. I come from a family of divorce, and it was actually such an incredible decision for the family. I'm so close with both parents. I can't say anything but positive things about them.
However,
I am wondering do you see a divorce once I do decide to get married in my future?
Oh, that's really
no, wait,
interesting.
hang on a second. Hang on. But I'm interested in this too. So you're saying you came from divorce? Yes.
Yes.
Even though you had a good life and a stable situation,
Yes.
divorce, and you're aware that pattern gets repeated
Correct.
oftentimes. Okay.
Right.
So you're wondering, am I going to repeat that?
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's a great
Correct.
question because you don't want to do that,
No.
right?
Right. No, I don't. It's interesting that I don't feel like you will. So normally, that's not necessarily a question I would answer, right? Because if I say, "Oh yeah, you're going to get divorced," then
Or
you're
am
going
I
to say,
gonna
"You know what? I'm
die
jumping over
anytime
this
soon?"
guy. Like, why am I going to get married to him if we're going to get divorced, right?" But just tuning into you, I don't feel like it. Now, historically, I feel like you would have been on a path just because you were kind of grasping, I think, at who you thought the right partner would be for you. And so I think through that self-work, that inner work that's helping you become like more aligned, I don't know, I feel like now you're switching, and I feel like you're going to pick a partner. You really need, it's interesting, you're going to want a partner that is very, very stable, like very strong and committed. And I think the underlying commitment of values and morals is going to be very connected between the two of you. So I don't feel like you are going to experience a divorce. But that has a lot
Does
to
he
do
come
with
from
your
divorce,
own
you
inner
know?
work and your growth.
Ooh.
Well, whoever I
Whoever
choose
you
in the
might be
future.
around, yeah.
Okay, Colby, thank you so much.
But Colby tunes into what she and I'm sort of used to tuning into stuff with people, and you really reacted to that. Your body reacted when she talked about the alignment and you doing some work, and I don't know, whatever that meant to you. I'm curious. You don't have to answer it, but what did that mean to you, and what have you been doing to change so much? And you don't have to answer it. I have a way of asking questions people don't want to answer.
I can answer
Go-
it.
But please do if you.
Yeah, no, I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
I think that when I left and decided not to go to college and just go for my career and do acting, it felt very lonely. And I always have wanted a partner that would be there through everything for me, really listen to me. And I think that resulted in me just grabbing, onto anyone I met on Raya.
life
And
preservers.
correct, wanted to take me out for 3 times. And I realized recently, I think after my last entanglement, I was like, if I do want to have the life I see for myself and the partner and really that true love, I have to change the way I'm thinking and the choices I'm making. And I really think in the last 3 months, I've changed in a lot of ways. And also I think turning 27 felt very important to me. So yeah,
Good.
I would say that.
That was a good year for me too. I
Yeah.
decided to go back to college when I was 27.
I don't think I'm going to do that, but I love that.
Was I already worked. I had to get a degree.
What did you get your degree in at 27?
I got a UCLA. I got a history degree.
Good for you.
I studied communist
smart.
China and Russia. and
Wow.
Arab history. Yeah, I liked obscure things that I had no idea what existed in the rest of the world before I was 27. But I just was like, I'm gonna learn about something that I don't know anything about.
Another note for you. Coming from Newport, nothing exists outside of
No,
Newport.
it's a bubble. It is a stress-free bubble.
Yeah, I used to go visit her.
I was a bikini model. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you were.
They didn't have
Everything's-
Instagram in those days either.
Everything's
damn it.
fine in
I
Newport.
could have
Yeah,
made
everything's
money.
good in Newport. She's like, yeah, sure, I'll go learn about Russia. What about it? Why not?
Where is that? Is that near
Well,
Wisconsin?
my family was behind the Iron Curtain. I didn't meet them until I was in my 50s. They were in Prague. So, like, I wanted to know what communism was because I lost my entire heritage to communism.
Wow.
So, until I was
Nazis.
50.
They all
and
did
not
favors.
first the
All the
Nazi.
totalitarians
Yeah,
ruled
if anybody calls me a Nazi, go fuck yourself. So, anyways, it's just so important when you're 27 to make the choices. Like I just decided I'm going to make a change, and I did it, and it worked.
Good for you.
And then I got married, and I had 3 kids, and then I'm here
Three
today.
Scorpios.
So it turned out really well. So
Well, good. Good.
yeah, and I don't think I knew a psychic medium at that point, but I did believe I read a lot of books, about it and stuff. So I don't know if I'd manifested or myself or,
The energy was there.
yeah.
And I was grateful to be on the energy waves today with Colby. That was so beautiful.
She's amazing.
Yeah,
So, and
what a
she's,
blessing.
yeah. And she's also available for psychic readings for anybody who's watching and you want to, have like a life coach or whatever. You can find her at colbyrebel.com. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
I remembered it. She's
Yes,
changed a
good
couple
job.
times. And
Great gift, too. Like it's your birthday.
Ooh, what a good idea.
Here's a reading.
oh yeah, great gift.
Low lift gift, right? You just buy it online, you show up to the party, and you say, I got you a reading.
Yeah, look,
If you
see?
ran out of time,
She can
go to
sell.
colbyrebel.com.
She's a keeper. Maybe she should help me co-host the show.
Oh my God. I gotta free up my schedule, guys.
No, I really loved watching that. I'm so happy you guys could meet Colby or you could meet Colby, and thank you for taking time out of your life. And like I said, you can find Amanda McCants on Instagram, TikTok. She's on YouTube, and she's going to be coming to a theater near you.
Oh, theater?
I would yeah, why not?
You'd rather be live theater.
You know what? No, like movie theater.
Movie theater, okay.
Whatever I book, movie, TV.
Both.
You know,
Because
both.
New York, you're going to New York also.
I could do Broadway when I'm like 50.
Yeah,
A little
why not?
drunk,
Well,
you know?
You're going to go back and forth to New York. Remember, you found out that. So
Yeah, I'm busy. I'm gonna get a lot of miles.
yeah, you may be on Broadway. So
Yeah,
there you
thank
go.
Thank you, Susan.
See? Anyway, so do we have anything else that we need to catch up on? Did I forget anything, Kaleb? Are you there?
I'm here. I'm losing my voice though, so hard for me to talk.
Kaleb has a cold. He has a baby
Yeah.
now that's giving him baby
Thanks.
viruses.
I'm just looking at the first week of October, and that schedule's going to be
okay,
really
Drew.
wonky.
We'll
just
talk
FYI.
Yay.
after the show. Okay, so
I worry about everything. Do you understand? I worry.
He's worrying.
I had to
There's
fill
time
the
in the
time
schedule.
with worry.
Well, thank you guys.
help me, God. Okay, yeah. Well, Colby told Kaleb he was going to have a baby or two, and she was right. So she calls that out.
Oh, by the way, bleach and toner. Bleach and toner. Does that mean something to you, Kaleb? You better watch your wife's TikToks.
No. Oh no! Did I miss one? Oh no!
It's really good. It's very, very, very good.
Okay, and yeah,
no,
shout
I
out
gotta-
to
now I gotta find it.
your 10. He's got a 10. So everybody go check
yeah,
her
my-
out. Taylor,
my wife's
Taylor Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at
Amazing
BFF
woman.
Taylor. BFF Taylor. That's her.
Oh, is it? Okay, thank you. Shout out. Follow her. And thank you. We'll see you next time.
See you, Colby.
Bye-bye, Colby.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Amanda.
Have fun today. Love you.
I'm excited to bring you a new product, a new supplement, Fatty. I take it. I make Susan take it. My whole family takes it. This comes out of, believe it or not, dolphin research. The Navy maintains a fleet of dolphins, and a brilliant veterinarian recognized that these dolphins sometimes developed a syndrome identical to our Alzheimer's disease. Those dolphins were deficient in a particular fatty acid. She replaced the fatty acid, and they didn't get the Alzheimer's. Humans have the same issue, and we are more deficient in this particular fatty acid than ever before. And a simple replacement of this fatty acid called C15 will help us prevent these syndromes. It's published in a recent journal called Metabolites. It's a new nutritional C15, pentadecanoic acid it's called. The deficiency that we are developing for C15 creates something called the cellular fragility syndrome. This is the first nutritional deficiency syndrome to be discovered in 75 years and may be affecting us in many ways, and as many as 1 in 3 of us. This is an important breakthrough. Take advantage of it. Go to fatty15.com/Dr. Drew to receive 15% off a 90-day starter kit subscription, or use code Dr. Drew at checkout for that 15% off, or just go to our website, drdrew.com/fatty15. Of course, I'm a fan of the healthy aging supplement True Niagen. I've been taking it almost for a decade myself. This supplement boosts NAD, which your cells need to survive properly metabolically, and it goes down as we age. It does so with a nutrient called nicotinamide riboside, or NR, specifically patented form of NR called Niagen. It's the most efficient and trusted NAD booster. NAD can also play a role in reproductive health. Boosting NAD is recommended with prenatal vitamins for women over 30 looking to start a family. Here's Dr. Amy, also known as the Egg Whisperer, a highly influential specialist in this area.
That was when I said, this is amazing. I need every single person going through fertility to take it. I not only take it myself, my patients have shared stories. They took it and then they got pregnant naturally. And that's really my goal, is I want people to empower themselves with the tools so that they can get pregnant without my help.
True Niagen is an amazing NAD booster. You're going to want to add it to your reproductive health arsenal. And of course, it's in our family of Dr. Drew sponsors. Go to drdrew.com/True Niagen for 20% off your order. That is drdrew.com/True Niagen. Enter Dr. Drew at checkout for 20% off.